Hello everyone, welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen folks, there's a link tree down below. Has a link to all of my social media platforms. Please go down there, follow me across all my social media platforms and talk to me because I talk back. Also down there as well is a link to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Now with that said and done and put to the side, I'll come to talk to you folks today about the New York Jets possibly signing the right tackle Morgan Moses. Listen, man, this has been a long time coming, okay? And Jets fans, a lot of us are excited about this talk swirling about the Jets, deal with Morgan Moses, possibly coming true. They haven't inked it yet. He's not signed yet, but they're definitely hot on his trail and they're trying to get it done, okay? We're going to get into that. So I'm gonna start off with, Morgan Moses, for those of you that may not know, used to play for the Washington football team. Okay, he was a right tackle out there, and when he was released, people were kind of shocked, and they were kind of like, why would Washington release him? Could it be something medical? Is there something going on that we don't know? What's happening here? And there were interviews done with the Washington football team coach and their head coach, and he just said, hey, we just wanted to go in a different direction. He's a good football player, but we were just, kind of ready to move on. It was nothing bad. There was also, rumors swirling around that it could have been some cap implications, and that's why Washington moved on from him. But either way, he was released, no medical issues, no nothing. So he's just been out there in the free agency market. And there's been tons of rumors about teams that are, we're looking to get at him. We're looking to bring him in. We're looking to try to ink a deal with him. But he was still kind of out there, And from the day that he was released, myself as a Jets fan, other Jets fans I've talked to as well live on my radio show, immediately were saying, hey, we need to get after Morgan Moses. We need to do whatever we can to bring him in. He needs to be the Jets' next right tackle. And, for a while, things were just kind of floating out there. There was nothing. And then recently, the New York Jets brought him into the facility and worked him out. And we were all excited about that because it was like, okay, they brought the guy in. They're trying to see what he has. Is he good? Everything? Does he check out? And, maybe soon there'll be a deal. That's not something you do just because, you're trying to look at the guy to see, hey, can we, get something out of this guy? And now, again, we're starting to hear reports that the Jets are trying to get a deal done, that it's going to be imminent. They're hot on his trail. Of course, there's other teams still vying for his services, other teams still getting after him, but Joe Douglas and his front office is trying to do whatever they can to ink a deal with him. And let me tell you something, I love this. Joe Douglas has done so much. He's shown you time and time again that he has a plan, and he is doing whatever it takes to make sure that his plan comes to fruition and this football team becomes better. And I'll get to Joe Douglas in just a second. But one of the things that I really, really love about this and about going to get Morgan Moses, it immediately impacts our quarterback position. It immediately impacts the growth and grooming of Zach Wilson. Let me tell you something. We have seen what it is like. We have seen an offense, okay, that is not solidified up front. We've seen it. We've all seen it. We watched last year when we had, Sam running for his life and getting hit constantly, and our running game was terrible. Our offense was trash. We were 32nd in the league year after year. We could not block anybody up front. And Joe Douglas is trying to make sure that all that stuff that we saw with Sam Darnold in his time here is not going to happen to Zach Wilson. Okay, he's trying to make sure, look, I drafted this guy. I brought him in. Here's my pick. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure he succeeds. We saw him, really go get him a lot of weapons out there in wideout. We haven't had a wideout, a group look like this in years. And now he's trying to do whatever it takes to make sure that our offensive line becomes fortified as well. And Zach is not running for his life or taking big shots or having big issues. Also, bringing in Morgan Moses doesn't just impact Zach Wilson, and his growth and his time here. it also impacts our running game as well, guys. Like, listen, we got an offensive, coordinator in here, Mike LaFleur, who's bringing in a scheme. You look at the Niners, that Shanahan scheme. They run the ball a lot, which means we're going to be running the ball a lot. Okay, we got guys like Tevin Coleman, Michael Carter, Ty Johnson, P. Ryan. Names go on. Listen, we got to make sure that these guys have holes to run through. You have to be able to open things up around here. Okay. So bringing Morgan Moses in here, again, is an immediate upgrade at right tackle immediately, okay? And that's where I want to go next, because there was a lot of people for some reason talking about Morgan Moses signing here and, hey, maybe the Jets should just move him to right guard and leave Fant out there at right tackle. No, that's not what they should be doing, okay? And I don't think that I don't think that Morgan Moses would sign here if he, know that, hey, they're going to put me at right guard. I don't think that this would be the place that he would want to come to play right guard. I don't think he wants to do that, okay? He's a good right tackle. He wants to probably stay at right tackle. Right tackles make a lot of money, especially if they're, as solid as he is. So guess what? Why don't we just put him at right tackle? Why don't we put the player where they best perform? Why would we bring him in here and then push him into a position that, we don't need to do that? Why would we do that? That would make no sense. Listen, if you bring Morgan Moses in, okay, you sign him, day one, he's your starting right tackle, in my mind at least. All right? Now, with that said, a lot of people then started to say, well, if Morgan Moses is going to start at right tackle, you should just swing Fant in to right guard. I don't think you should do that either. Because, listen, I understand that some people just think, hey, if you're an offensive lineman, you could just play all, offensive line spots. That's not true. Even when Fant was in Seattle, he was a swing tackle, okay? He was a swing tackle. And he played tight end. He was like a tight end at times, too. Just because he can play right tackle, decently, doesn't mean that he should be swung in at right guard. That doesn't mean he's going to succeed there, okay? Like, no, what we should do with Fant is, if Morgan Moses is our starting right tackle, if we ink this deal with him, then you take Fant and make him a backup, and you make him a swing tackle, okay? Because guess what? Something that nobody's thinking about is Mekhi Becton, okay, is often injured. And again, knock on wood, I don't want to see Mekhi continue to have these injury issues, but guess what? He missed some games last year, shoulder issues, breathing issues. He missed some games, all right? Now we're coming into this year. He's got a foot issue. He's going to be out for however long. Some people say he's not going to be back until training camp. And who knows what kind of shape he's going to be in. And again, with the foot issue he has, it could continue into the season. He could also have injury issues this season. So if he goes down or misses time, guess what? Fant could be a guy that could step in at that left tackle position. And for those of you who say, well, he'd be an expensive left tackle next year. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't be an expensive backup tackle because he's not guaranteed any money next year. You can cut him and not give him anything. I think he would only cost like $1 million in the dead cap money. That's it. So let's slow down a little bit and stop trying to put people where they don't belong. You look at guys like, look, Penei Sewell just got drafted this year. I think they moved him to a different tackle position than he normally plays. He's talked about it in the media, how tough it is for him to learn the position. And this is one of the best left tackles, highly rated left tackles in the last couple of years. Some people call one of the best left tackles, to be drafted in the last 10 years. And he's having trouble, getting stuff together in the NFL level at the new position that he's going to be playing. So let's just slow down, trying to shove Fant into a guard spot. We'll figure out that guard spot, whether it be Cam Clark or is who I think will actually figure out that guard spot, or whoever it is. But let's make sure that we get Moses in the building. Joe Douglas, ink that, get it done. And let's have Fant on that back, as that backup role, so that we have depth along our offensive line. So if somebody goes down, hey, we'll be good to go. You know what I'm saying? We'll still be able to have a tackle that can fill in there. So listen, please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you folks think. Comment down below. How do you feel about Morgan Moses? What are your thoughts? Do you think the Jets will be able to get a deal done? I really, really want to hear from y'all, and I want to get y'all thoughts. So please comment down below. Let's go back and forth. You folks have a good one. Peace.